from days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe. There stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture. Loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the wolf, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the Comic Relief Crusader.
Hey everybody, how's it going out there in the YouTubosphere and the Rumbles? How's it going, everybody? It's Friday. It's a Frantic Friday, episode 28, with your host, the Comic Relief Crusader, right here, and we're at the end. Another week has gone by. My God, it's about freaking time because things are going on, which I am just glad they're done and over with, and I just had to put up with it for next week, but that's okay. It doesn't matter because it's Friday, and it's time to enjoy ourselves, and it's time to have some fun, and it's time to make fun of things that we just love to make fun of things, and that's why you're here, isn't it? Because it's a Frantic Friday. So I want to say hello to everybody that's in the chat, and the first one that was here was the Geeky Leftist Classic. I can't pronounce the name because I'm just so stupid right now because of everything that's going on. The Geeky Classic Leftist Tom. Hey, Tom. And Appion also in the chat as well. Rip, Akira Toyotama, the man, the myth, the legend. Exactly, dude. And Canadian Spider-Man is here as well. Hello and good day, eh? Well, A to you, my dear friend. Nice to see you here. And we also got Vince Womack that's also here. Greetings and salutations to everybody. Hello, Vince. And everybody's favorite Killer Rabbit from space. Killer Rabbit from space. Greetings, humans. Greetings to you, Killer Rabbit from space. Nice to see you here. And we also got Gap After Dark. Yo ho in the Battle of Rum. I need to get drunk right now, Gap. God, seriously? I do. I really do. Honestly. Hey, Gap. Nice to see you, man. And yeah, we got tons of people dropping in left, right, and center, and it's great to see you all. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that I'm here. Thank God, because I really needed this. I really, really did. So, that being said, let's welcome everybody onto the panel, shall we?
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
Jason Fox, how's it going, dude?
It's going pretty well, man. I'm happy to be here, even though it's a little later here now in Norway, but it's all good. I said I would be here, and as I say, I'm so dark. I'm a metalhead, we barely fucking sleep, man. We barely sleep. Yeah.
God, how do you cope?
I'm used to it, man. I'm Norwegian. It is what it is.
That's what it is.
Never sleep. Sleep is for the weak.
Hey, Penny. How's it going, Penny? Nice to see you. Yeah.
I'm not human, as people say.
Really? Now we know.
Yeah.
So,
well, it might be because I am the crow, as you see. I'm the crow. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's why I don't sleep.
That could be.
Yeah, it could be.
It.
But it's fun being here.
And Appion, how's it going, man?
I'm all right.
Mr. Popo. No, sorry, not Mr. Popo.
King Kai.
King Kai.
Yeah.
Why did I say Mr.
Mr. Popo's got a much darker complexion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He looks like Justin.
I started to wonder too. I'm just like, what?
He's everybody's favorite character.
Yeah, exactly. because I just say that Mr. Popo is our prime minister. So because that
Yeah.
makes complete sense. So how's it going, man?
I'm all right. You know, things are okay with me, but I'm pretty devastated to lose Akira. He was such a huge part of my
Yeah,
life and my
same
childhood.
here.
Oh, I know,
It
man.
broke me the fuck down, and I found out on a stream yesterday when we were streaming, and before we are gonna wrap up and stuff like that, and suddenly someone in our audience said it, and I'm just like, fuck. It just
Yeah,
as I
yeah,
called it, kind of went out of character as I called it because it's just like I normally don't show that side of myself when I get depressed or stuff like that. And it's like, damn, I couldn't
I,
believe it, man. One of the
I
biggest legends ever.
exactly. And we also got the Geeky Classic Leftist Tom. How's it going, man?
I am the Dark Lord. And oh, hi everybody. How's y'all doing? No, actually, I just
Well,
had a.
that Dark Lord has been smoking too many death sticks.
I should think so.
Yeah,
No, it's like
exactly.
it's later in the evening, and you know me, I had a little candies first, so I'm relaxed. So that's all.
Ooh.
No, that hit me last night too when I was talking to my buddy, and they and I'm actually going back to watch. I get them all on a hard drive, all the Dragon Balls. I'm like, because that's something all of us grew up with to an extent, different eras at different times, but like all the way from Dragon Ball to Z to GT and on. So,
Oh God, yeah.
I
know.
it was devastating. I'm sick as a dog, by the way. I apologize if I cough. I'll try to mute it.
That's
mean,
okay. We'll all cough.
Goku was the mascot for like anime. Like when I think
God,
about anime,
100%.
I think about Goku.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, of course we do.
What?
Like,
Man,
when you think about it, Akira's work with Dragon Ball is something that made a lot of us geeks become anime fans, manga
Yeah.
fans, and all that kind of stuff. And he also inspired so many other creators out there who that started making manga and anime. He was just one of the biggest inspirations to so many, and he died way too young. And
Oh, big time.
and he was
Big
still
great
working. It'd be one thing if he was like retired and he was done, but he had so many like things going.
projects on
Yeah,
that he's gonna do, and it's
Exactly.
just like hopefully a lot of his stuff will be finished with people who cares about his work and everything, and they can let his work still live on for
Oh, I
his
can't
honor.
live on. Yeah.
True.
Because I want to see stuff that I want to see them get finished in his honor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure it will. So, I mean, it has to, But before we get into that news, let's do what we always do and get into some stupid news.
Stupid
For
news.
God's sake. Wow, that actually worked properly the way it was supposed to.
And
Not
it's a
all-
dollar
not
store Stone
always.
Cold entrance.
Yeah.
I know, right? Go figure that one out. Okay. Well, this time in stupid news, this one from the New York Post. Oh boy. An Amazon driver fends off attack. An Amazon driver fends off an attack from a drunk, naked New York City migrant and ends up in cuffs.
What
The
the
What?
Amazon driver, not the drunk. Yeah. So
So the driver got. Why is
Yeah.
he in cuffs and not the drunk, naked immigrant? Why is that person okay?
Well, because he's a migrant, you can't do that to migrants. They're fleeing oppression and stuff like that. So
But it was
that's what it is.
and come on.
It's the
Okay.
New York Post. It must be true. So, and hey,
Aye,
Derek
aye,
Kelvin in the chat. How's it going,
Hail.
man? So, New York
Aye,
City
aye, aye.
saying ain't so. Oh my God.
It's like I say a lot that Norway is stupid when it comes to certain stuff, but at least they are not that stupid like this. At least I hope.
Exactly.
Canada's not
First
far
of all,
behind, but anyway.
No, it's not. But considering it's February, I don't know what the weather is particularly like in New York. I imagine it's probably still cold because you got the occasional nor'easter coming down from the Arctic and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm guessing where this
Shrinkage?
shrinkage that comes to mind.
It was cold. It was cold.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's cold, it's shrinking. It was
Gab, like it's March, Mike. It doesn't matter. It's not spring yet.
Trust me, we
Almost,
had a
but
ice storm a couple nights ago here in New Brunswick. So yeah.
yeah,
Was it a
exactly
gay
right.
guy? Was it a gay guy there that took the driver instead because he saw the schlong to this immigrant? He's just like, I like that. Hell yeah! And it's like, oh, we're gonna cuff the other guy, and we're gonna look at his PP. It's small. I don't like that. I like the immigrant's penis instead. It's better. Who the fuck knows these days?
I don't
don't
know. To be
know.
honest with you, you don't know.
But what's beyond me is like why the Amazon driver that fends him off, because obviously nobody wants a drunk naked guy attacking them. I mean, let's face it. I'm sorry, nobody really, But why does he end up in cuffs? This is beyond me. I have no idea why.
I want to
Yeah, I
say
have
something,
a
but
lot
it
of-
could get me in trouble. So it's like, but it just,
No, you can on this channel. We're pretty lowbrow, so
you know me. I have friends of all types, religions, races, and everything. But being a migrant these days, especially in North America, you get treated like gold.
that's true.
That's
Like,
kinda
look at the
facts,
housing
yeah.
market in Canada. We have a housing market where we don't have enough houses, but we brought in way more immigrants, like almost million, double what we estimated to. So,
Well, that's
and
true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like in
Uh,
Norway too, with this kind of stuff. In Norway too, you're not allowed to defend yourself in Norway. But in Norway, they would have taken both people. They would have taken the immigrant and you.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
if you
this is
defend
so
yourself in Norway, even if you just use your fists, you will probably go to jail for a week or two or a month maybe.
What?
Because in Norway they are pretty heavily with that. Yeah, you're not allowed to own anything to defend yourself with. We are not allowed to own anything to defend ourselves
Yeah.
with.
Go figure.
And if I want to defend myself, if I'm outside and if I accidentally kill the person or hurt the person or something just for defending myself, yeah, I'm gonna end up in jail for a month or two.
Yeah, see, that's
That's how it-
absolutely retarded. It
It's
is.
just like, come on.
Dark Hellman says, New York City arrests people for self-defense a lot. Wow. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I
If I can go
have
back to
no
this,
idea.
Jason. So basically, the days of the Vikings are gone
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suppose you could say that.
because they wouldn't allow that kind of stuff back then. Not.
Oh, hell no.
The Vikings would no.
No, exactly.
But these
Yeah.
days, there are no Vikings here anymore. It's a few people like me and others, who is still Viking in heart.
Yeah.
But everyone else, not so much. They're just sensitive little bitches, and they don't
Well,
know
you're
how to
awesome,
have
my
rules.
friend. So you're awesome.
They're
so there.
neutered Vikings, basically. Yeah.
Neutered.
Yeah.
No,
And it's
yeah.
funny because I have one testicle and I'm more man than 90% of this motherfucker.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right, Gap. Yeah, try 15 million in America. Yeah, imagine if those 15 million were drunk and naked on top of that as well. So go figure that one out. Oh boy. Yeah, Canadian Spider-Man. Yeah, drunk naked immigrant.
Drunk
Sounds like he was
Spider-Man.
Norwegian. And hey, sci-fi Sith Dad, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. So
Good to see Canadian.
yeah. Dark Helmet, yeah, Missouri is stand your ground. You have a right to self-defense and deadly force. Exactly.
I
That's right.
wish more places were like that. Yeah, we need more Vikings.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
Canada took its gun laws. You can't have a handgun to defend yourself in this country anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like
exactly.
where I live in Norway. I live basically in the fucking ghetto where I live, and where I live right now, we have a lot of fucking idiots who's been in our sheds and other stuff there, stolen stuff and shit, and that's what I've been
Yep.
dealing with for a couple of months lately now. And me and three others, we are the people who are man enough to like go around here, watch over that everything is okay. And we have said to the house owner too, like the house lord who runs this place, we even told him, yeah, we will use force if we catch this person or people. We will use force because one, the police, they don't care about this. We've called the police a couple of times. They're like, we don't care. We're not gonna come up. Blah 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 blah. Nobody's in danger. I'm like, you never know what's gonna happen when this stuff happens, right?
Yeah.
And now we said we are gonna use force if we have to, and we don't care if we get a little trouble with the police. It's like we have to because where I live, we also have kids as neighbors, really young people, and we don't want them to be scared or
You guys
experience
scared or
this
get
kind of
hurt.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Apparently,
Wait, Mike, didn't we have something like that in Canada? But they don't do that no more. What was it called? The neighborhood. You'd have certain people.
Oh, like a neighborhood watch.
Yeah, why don't we have that
Yeah.
anymore? No, the neighbors don't
well,
look after themselves. We rely on
They
other
still
people.
got them here in Alberta.
Yeah, not here in New Brunswick anymore. It's ridiculous.
I know,
We
it's
should.
really
Yeah.
weird.
Community needs to come back.
And apparently, Gap After Dark likes your lightsaber, Tom.
Yeah, I love my saber.
Oh, yeah,
it's a
same
blue
here.
one.
I think
Nope.
he's slightly.
It's not one of the expensive
Mm.
ones. It's like a
So,
Walmart one.
I just want to say one thing I said to my house lord was, I just told him, you know that I have a baseball bat, right? If I catch these assholes,
Ah.
you know what's gonna happen, right? I'm not gonna be nice because I'm done with this bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. And the next thing on stupid news is where to go? There it is. Okay. This here, also from the New York Post. Apparently, a U.S. tourist was shocked when he was asked to sign a release form after ordering a hamburger cooked medium at the Toronto Hilton here in Canada.
What?
Yeah,
What the hell?
I don't know why. It's like,
What?
yeah,
How are we gonna respond to that? It's just like, what?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea. So
So
What
if it was
the-
cooked rare or well done, you wouldn't have to sign one.
I,
I don't.
Is it just that temperature? Fuck.
just a medium.
holy-
No, you can have it rare, sure, but you know.
yeah,
Is
but
it
who wants to
that?
eat a rare burger? I mean, medium
Some people
rare I can
do.
see.
I mean, I like a rare
mean-
steak. I like cooked a sizzle on the outside, but juicy on the inside. Oh, red. Even though that's technically not blood, but it's another liquor. But you always think it's blood. But nice and
It's
rare.
a
Juicy.
preference, you know.
Yeah.
It's a preference, you know.
I
For me, it
suppose.
depends. For me, it depends if I'm gonna have like a steak or something. It really
Yeah, yeah.
depends my mood, you know. Do I want,
Yeah.
more rare? Do I want medium? Like, what am I in the mood for today? You know, that's how I go.
The only
by it.
meat I don't think you can't do that is chicken. You have to cook that sucker.
Oh yeah, with chicken you have to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But this is
Yeah,
so weird, man. I've never heard something
it
like
is
this
weird.
before.
Because it makes me wonder: is there something actually wrong with the meat that you had to sign a release form just in case?
Or is it just a gimmick, maybe? Because remember we had Jungle Gyms here and had suicide wings. You actually had to sign a waiver, but I think it was just a gimmick. They were hot. Like some people would hurt themselves. I like hot stuff, but
Same here.
yeah, you gotta
Oh, yeah,
you gotta
totally.
sign a waiver before you actually get them. It's what? So some restaurants do that. Yeah.
Some restaurants
Dark
do that,
Helmets, chicken and pork. You want to cook fully? Yeah, no, that's one of the
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
I love a medium burger or steak. Yes,
Oh, steak. Never had burger,
Yeah.
but steak. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, it all
yeah.
depends on the mood.
So good.
Always depend on the mood.
Maybe
when
they
it comes
got
to burger
sued
steaks.
for them cooking at the wrong temperature or something.
Yeah.
They're like, all
that
right,
would be
we're,
cool.
all right,
Wow.
we're gonna bring out the paperwork now. Then
Yeah, I
Wrong.
did pray. We don't want to get. We
Yeah.
don't want to get sued, man. We don't.
because
No,
of you,
God.
everybody has to suffer.
No, I
Yeah.
love sushi. So
I'm also
I
kind of
can-
wondering.
Yeah, I love
is this
sushi
a-
too. It's fantastic.
Is it Canadian Spider-Man says, yeah, I ate raw chicken in Japan at 2 different restaurants. They raise them differently for chicken sashimi.
Yes. Yes.
They are
sashimi,
quickly
yeah.
seared on the outside like tuna takaki
Yeah.
or steak tartare.
Perfect. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, okay.
And it also depends on your preference and if you like it or not. You know, sometimes
Exactly, yeah.
it's all about that. I don't like I don't like raw chicken. I have tried what he's talking about, like with this chicken sasami. I can't pronounce it right, but I'm Norwegian. But but I've tried these kind of stuff because we have sushi restaurants here and stuff. And
You know what?
it's not my thing. You know,
I'm gonna have a look.
but I
here at
love
the
sushi,
food
normal
website.
sushi.
So it says, blank guest hereby waives and releases any
I didn't
right,
read wives.
act or liabilities and damages, including any foodborne illnesses. Something products are not provided by blah 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 blah. So,
Oh, that
I
was at the
don't-
Pearson Airport then, right?
yeah.
Burger says
Yeah,
it looks
that's a massive
fine-ish.
airport. Yeah. But
I mean,
This looks okay. I don't.
that looks fine. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks fine for me. I've
yeah.
seen worse.
Now I'm
Well, that's
hungry.
true. Yeah,
I ate burger today. I ate 2 burgers today.
That
Actually,
burger looks dry as fuck.
it looks dry. That it does.
It looks like it needs some extra love. I mean, I've seen better burgers
Yeah.
at like I
Oh
don't know,
yeah.
Five Guys, bacon and burger and fries, or Fat Burger or something like that.
Mm.
And oh man, this just looks like a plain old burger.
You know,
I
who
have
make
a
really
good
good
tip.
burgers. Surprisingly, Dairy Queen. They have great cheeseburgers.
They
If
do,
you ever,
but when you ask
if
for
you,
like large fries, they don't really give you large fries. It's like
No,
I don't know.
if you ever want a good burger you probably never have tasted before, is reindeer burger. That's good.
Oh, I've never had reindeer.
I've had
deer
that.
burger. I've had
Oh,
deer
yeah.
burger.
Oh, dude, try
Reindeer burger is
bison.
amazing.
Moose meat.
Bison is so good.
Moose steak.
Oh yeah, that too. I got ribs waiting for me that were
Oh,
like
shut up. Darn it.
freshly slaughtered
sounds
like
good.
3 weeks ago.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
sounds good.
But
Peter,
anyway,
you should
enough
not
about
listen.
food.
Peter, you should not listen to this. You're gonna get
Yeah,
mad. Or
exactly.
vegans.
No,
You're gonna
Peter.
get so
Peter,
mad.
listen, Peter. I don't give a damn what you
We
think
eat
about
meat.
animals and meat.
Kill
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm an omnivore. I eat everything.
Yes.
So there.
Yeah. And I'm
Except-
from Norway, where we are known for eating meat.
Exactly.
And we
Because
eat them
we
with our
have the meat.
hands.
Exactly.
We take it with our hands and we are barbarians and just shove it in our fucking face. We're
Finger looking
Vikings.
good.
And then we drink beer or mead on the side and just have a great
Exactly.
Oh,
time.
before you get into the first news thing, I want to let everybody know. Dune is out now, of course. I might
Yep.
try to go see it.
I've seen
the
it.
new-
I've seen
the-
it.
Is it good?
I've not read the books.
Okay.
I know parts of the book. I thought, the first movie for me was, a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
And this one also, I said it was a 7 out of 10. I would have given it a little higher, but of course there was issues here and there. But my biggest issue with the whole movie is like, yes, I saw like 3 or 4 pacing issues that I had a little issues with, but not
Right.
too much. I could
Okay.
survive it.
Mm.
But Zendaya is my biggest issue with the movie.
Let's not
And
give
it's
any.
no,
Eddie,
it's no
Dig-
spoiler. She
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
the same as she did in the first Dune movie. She plays the same character all the time in every movie. That's how
pretty
they
much.
write her. It's not a
Pretty much.
spoiler, and that is what we all expected from her in the movie.
Yeah.
And that's how
What-
it is. But other than that, it's a good movie. It's a pretty good movie, and
Reason
you
I
have to
bring
watch
that
it in
up-
cinema.
Is it? Oh, go ahead, Gap one.
And Gap says, there's a joke in there about eating meat in Norway. It's somewhere in there.
Reason I brought that up is since
Probably.
it's out now, the game is coming out, and the game.
Yeah,
if
the
anybody's-
MMO.
If anybody's ever played Conan Exiles, same people. And if you know that's a fun game. So this could be Doom game. could be
It looked
amazing.
really
Ooh.
interesting. I saw the trailer for what they showed us. I'm like, that
Well,
I'm
Conan
an MMO
Exiles
player.
is a brilliant game. I've played that
Yeah.
many times. And
I'm an MMO player, RPG MMO player. So I might test it out at least.
Destiny.
Try it
I
out.
love my Destiny, but yeah.
And I want to say hi to Disney Sheep Herder that finally made it. Hey,
Hail.
man. Nice to see you, dude.
Hello.
Awesome that you made it. Let's see. And Killer Rabbit says, people eating tasty animals. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
good.
Killer Rabbit. Remember that.
Wait, what did I just say? What? So
Yeah.
Dark Helmet says, PETA asked the Oklahoma governor to put the PETA commandments in the state capital. So he responded with eating a cheeseburger. Love it. That is
Fantastic.
awesome. And Das Wolfen, hey, how's it
Hey,
going,
that's
man? Nice to
Wolfen.
see
Hail,
you.
man.
Hello.
And we also
I-
got MP4H that's here. This is
Yeah,
Oh,
we will
very
get
sad
to
day
that
for
first.
a lot of us.
I-
So
Before we do that, I want to share a fun story about one of my exes. She broke up with me because I have eaten rabbit. Yeah.
Really?
It's not worth it.
Yeah. She didn't like that because for her it was pets and you should never eat rabbits. And I'm just like, but I eat rabbits. They taste good.
Better not go to China.
Exactly.
Where they eat everything.
Yeah.
We
she broke
forgot
up
to go to
with
the
me.
grocery
She
store.
hated
Where's
it.
the cat? It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
But I
That's
was like,
right.
yeah, whatever. Man. Yeah, rabbits
Yeah.
are so good.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's been years, but yeah, they are good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Like
Well-
a rabbit stew and stuff like that. It's pretty good, man.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh
Mm.
god, now I'm getting hungry. Damn it.
I,
Okay,
I am
well-
hungry again, man. Because of you.
I know. It's all about burgers, hand wavers, and all that kind of stuff.
Mm.
So, but anyway, as a lot of people may or may not know, as we get into our first article, Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama passes away at
Toriyama.
68 Yeah, reported acute
Yeah,
subdermal hematoma. Wow.
just 38. No, at 38, at 68. Just
68.
68. Just
Yeah.
that's so young, man, and it is so sad that this happened. It's a shock for everybody. We did not expect this,
Mm.
and he died. What was it, 1st of March or something? And it got released
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yes.
That he was gone, and it's just like, why do we have to lose the biggest people in so many industries that have actually inspired so many,
I
and
know.
actually creates a lot of good content for so many people out there?
Yeah.
It's just so fucking sad to see.
Why
You know
couldn't
one
it be
thing
the
I'll say?
crappy writers at Marvel and DC and stuff like that? Why couldn't it be them?
Can I just,
God.
yeah, I know. My 2 cents on this. I've had a discussion with this sometimes. Notice it hits our generation. Like it started pretty much with Gen X. Before the boomers never really knew Hollywood as much, and they
Yeah.
never took to it. They weren't part of our lives growing up on a daily basis. Us as kids, like Gen X and a little bit more millennials and such, we grew up with the television. So these characters became parts of our lives. They helped raise us, especially our Gen X. We were raised by television. We were one of the first that come ever on the TV,
Oh, big time. Big
And
time.
I
that
was
became
one
our
of the
lives.
last people who were raised by the TV in my
Yeah, and it's
generation. One
like
of the
just
last ones.
bam, and then that's why like I've been watching Dragon Ball as long as I can remember, and it's like just been big part of my life. It's like whoa,
Hey, we can say it like this: you would never have Pokemon if it wasn't for this guy,
Yeah,
because
no,
when he
100%,
created
yeah.
Dragon Quest, Pokemon stole his IDs from the Dragon Quest games and
Mhm.
everything. So
I used to
Yep.
love
Yeah.
without
those.
him,
Yeah.
we would never have Pokemon. That's just a fact.
And he
Love those
created
Dragon
Chrono
Quest.
Trigger.
Oh,
Yes.
it's
Yeah,
classic.
Yes.
Freaking classic. Yeah.
classic.
Oh, it's so good, man.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing, like because anime was on the rise, like late 80s and early 90s, but it was Dragon Ball. I think, and that's just
Yeah,
me.
and
That
for
just
so
made
many
anime
too.
bigger than ever.
Yeah, and for many people started watching Dragon Ball when it was on TV, or they found the old manga stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot. That's the reason why a lot of your generation and my generation became fans of these
Yeah.
universes. And a lot of the writers and and anime creators we have to this day has been heavily inspired by
Yep.
Akira.
Yeah.
You can
Naruto,
see it in
the guy that made Naruto.
Yep.
yeah,
That's exactly what
and
you're
you can
talking about. He was heavily inspired by Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Exactly.
why Naruto wears orange and blue.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you see, when you look at so many animes and manga, you can always see a little reference to Dragon Ball and Akira's work,
Oh, big
because
time.
they appreciated what he did, because without him, many of them would never become or have been writers or manga creators now. And it might not even be as big as it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
100%.
one of the reason it became so big.
No, that's true. 100%. And I mean, even before Akira with Dragon Ball, I mean, you can even see influences even starting before that with Osamu Tezuka, the creator of Astro Boy, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the
And because
very first I started. Then it was Robotech.
Yeah.
exactly, and because you can see the influences even from then, right? And so and it carries on with like each generation, like the one next big thing that carries on, because after Astro Boy ends up coming out, there's a lot of heavy a lot of anime that came out that were like robot inspired, right? And then you have Dragon Ball that comes out like in the mid 90s. And then all of a sudden, everything is like super powered people or humans or anything like that just go beyond the limits that they never thought were possible.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Just like in Dragon Ball. And then you end up seeing that like with Naruto, or you end up seeing that with like a lot of other anime that are out
One
right now,
Piece.
right?
One Piece,
Piece,
everything.
yes, exactly.
A good example.
Right?
Memes. You always have was it Goku and then Superman and stuff. That's one of
Yeah.
the biggest memes in there. It's still like who's more powerful, who's the god.
Fuck Superman. Goku forever.
Goku,
Hashtag
Goku
Goku
ain't-
forever.
Goku ain't weak to some green rocks.
No,
Exactly.
And Goku could just
Exactly.
instant transmission Superman away from a yellow sun, and he's fucked.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's right.
And also, he can go to different, he can go to super mode, God level and everything with all the Super Saiyans,
Yep.
he can
Mm-hmm.
all the
Dust Wolf says, I was never a big Dragon Ball fan, but he was the creator of the look and feel of the Dragon Quest games.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. He was.
I love those. They
Dragon
were
Quest
amazing.
those were his babies. He loved those
Oh,
games.
big time.
And he
Boo-hoo,
he
Gap.
has a new game coming out like of his like sand anime. It's called like Sand World or something. It's supposed to be like an open world game or something.
Oh,
That one that
wow.
came out a few years ago, the Dragon Ball, was it Kakarot or whatever? It was a brilliant.
Kakarot was wonderful.
yeah,
I was like,
I've
Kakarot,
never-
yeah.
that was the Dragon Ball game I've been hoping for like most of my life.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have played it. I
Yeah.
have it. It's amazing, man. It's like
I
yes,
haven't
a lot
played
of
it yet, but I'm dying to play it. Yeah.
yeah, it's like
Gap wants me to kick you off and go through the
Yeah,
Superman
man.
rules.
yes, yes.
I like Superman, I do, but I'm a bigger Goku fan. But
Goku
Exactly.
Goku would
Goku
fight him
wouldn't
at
cheat.
first, and then eventually, if Superman was getting the edge, then he would use tactics. But like, at first he would feel him out because that's Goku's whole style is
and
Exactly.
go in
yeah.
there at normal mode and get his ass beat a little bit, and then he's like, okay, I need to go up another level.
Yeah. Yep.
and also with a lot of the Dragon Ball games, I grew up playing them a lot of them for so long, and I love a lot of those games. Yes, a lot of the games are the same stories, a lot of the same gameplay and stuff like that. But Kakarot was just one of the most amazing games they did. I loved it so much, and yeah,
You could tell that the creators of the game had so much love for the world of Dragon Ball. It was like
Exactly.
insane.
Oh,
exactly.
big time. Well, in a moment that truly no fan ever really fathomed would come true, the famed Dragon Ball creator Akira Toriyama has passed away on to the other world, right?
Oh,
And-
look at that.
And
Oh,
it is
Oh,
such a
man.
god. See, this
That's
is
when he
why.
dies against Cell. I know exactly when that is. Yep.
Oh yeah, and this is why manga sells. It's because the care,
the
put into
care, the
all
story, the
these-
love, the passion.
exactly right.
Well, we're 30 seconds in. I'm going to say this because no fucking agenda.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
It's a story.
precisely it.
Damn it.
No
It's a story.
agenda. Hey,
Yep.
if Akira want to make a gay character, it wouldn't be woke at all because he knows how to write characters.
Yeah.
Yes,
And the
exactly.
people-
But we
Now
have to
the
make
news-
that anyway. Yeah.
Now, the news of the famed mangaka's passing was first broken March 7th, so yesterday. In the evening, apparently, is when it happened, or at least when it just shot around Twitter all over, courtesy of
because it
the
was
official
1st
Dragon
March.
Ball site. Yep. And the letter goes as this: Dear friends and partners, we are deeply saddened to inform you that the manga creator Akira Toriyama passed away on March 1st due to acute subdural hematoma. He was in age of 68. It's our
Young.
deep regret that he had several works in the middle of creation with great enthusiasm. Also, he would have had many more things to achieve. However, he has left many manga titles and works of art to this world. Thanks for your support of so many people around the world. He has been able to continue his creative activities for over 45 years. Wow. And we hope that Akira Toriyama's unique world of creation continues to be loved by everyone for a long time to come. We inform you of this sad news with gratefulness of your kindness during his lifetime. Funeral services was held with his family and very few relatives. Following his wishes for tranquility, we respectfully inform you that we would not accept flowers, condolences, gifts, visitings, offerings, and other. Also, we ask you to refrain from conducting interviews with his family. I mean, it's only out of respect, man.
That's smart. Yeah.
I
They,
mean,
and the family
can
was
be
they were really
soul-suckers.
private,
does he have a son or daughter that wants to like continue his work? Like, that's what I'm hoping
certainly
for.
hope so.
I'm
Yeah.
really hoping someone in his family.
Oh
and
yeah.
also
Continues.
remember they kept the private life really private.
Oh, big time.
And I think, as a creator too, that's a good idea. I really appreciate that he did that, and you don't have these idiots, trying to follow or being idiots and try to
Yeah.
cancel. It's like, he liked to be private. He has his private life, and then he has his work life, and
Yep.
that's how it is. And he did it really well.
A lot of these modern media ones are just soul sucking trashes. They're just
true.
Yeah, it's sad.
Future plans to commemorate gatherings is not decided. We will let you know when it's confirmed. We deeply thank you for your understanding and support,
man,
as always.
If they do another anime expo, holy crap, it's gonna be insane what they'll probably do for him.
Oh yeah, big time. And hey, Pat Wannabe, how's it going?
Hey, Pat Wannabe, good guy.
Christian Delorme, yeah, bonsoir, everyone. Nice to see you. I'm
Bonsoir.
working, and you're in the background. Awesome. I should be. So,
hello.
I
have Superman's chest stand for sexualized now.
No,
Yes,
don't
it
even
really
get
does.
it.
And I've been trying to figure out what tattoo I want next, and I've always wanted a Dragon Ball tattoo, and now I'm gonna do that in his honor and stuff like that.
That's actually
also.
awesome. Yes, yeah.
And I'm gonna get a tattoo of Trunks because he was one of my favorite characters when I grew up. Especially Future Trunks.
Yeah.
Yep, that was my favorite.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna get that tattoo at some point on my upper arm and do it in his honor.
Yeah.
God, there were so many good characters in Dragon Ball Z, like Future Trunks, Vegeta, Goku, Gohan, Piccolo at certain points was amazing. Like, the villains too. Oh my lord, Frieza, Majin Buu, Perfect Cell,
and I also
love Majin Buu.
And I do remember because one of the characters is called Pikkon, right?
Yeah.
And in Norway, pick means cock. So I used, I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. My dad barely knew what it was, so I talked a lot about the characters and stuff like that. So I said pick on, and my dad is just like, what the hell are you talking about? Like cock on, just so he thought I was mixing Norwegian and English together. I'm like, no, it's a character in Dragon Ball, and my dad.
I always wish they brought Pikkon back.
Yeah,
that'd be
he
cool.
kind of just is otherworld, and then like after Goku comes back from Majin Buu, we never really see him again. It's cool that he's in the one movie, Return of Fusion, though, with Janemba and Goku fighting.
Now
with
his passing, I'd be scared to do a live action version now, unless somebody else is in control.
You do know
we've seen the garbage that some of these people have tried, and I'm like, what the.
You do know who owns the rights for live action, right? That's Disney. They own the live rights to the live action movies. Did you know that?
Oh God, yeah, that's
because that was property of Fox.
Yep, that's
they bought Fox, so the live action they can make it if they want to, and it has been in talks for a while now.
Well, maybe if they gave Jon Favreau like all the control, maybe him like the only one at Disney that the only one at Disney that I would kind of trust, but then
ask us. We know this universe.
He did kind of fuck up the Lion King, so I don't know.
Oh, big time. Oh,
yeah. But so many great characters in the Dragon Ball universe. So many great ones.
Bulma's great too, and I love that like she never really becomes a fighter, but she always has a way to be useful. Like when she was like 15, she created the Dragon Radar, which crucial to the entire show.
Oh, it's so good.
Sorry, Bunny Girl Bulma always sticks in my head, but anyway.
Oh, of course,
Bunny Girl. And I heavily loved Bardock, father of Goku and Raditz and stuff like that. He was just such a good fucking character, man. I just loved him. When he came up with that movie back in the day, I'm like, oh God, I love this character more than Goku,
Yeah.
Because I just loved his story. And when they made that other movie with Dragon Ball Broly, and you get more story with Bardock, and it's just like you get the whole story with that. I'm just, oh God, it's so sensitive.
And his Rambo look where he wears the red bandana, but it wasn't red, it was white, and it was like coated in blood.
Yeah.
Pat
Wannabe says, let's see how Netflix does with One Piece and The Last Airbender, and maybe give Dragon Ball a shot.
Still Disney who owns the live action.
Yeah, that's true.
I would love the people that did One Piece to do it. I think they have the capacity to do it right.
Let's be honest. If Disney does it, they're going to clean it up. And let's be honest, it was pervy too.
Oh, it was
Dragon Ball, especially like Goku with the extendo stick. And looks up
Hey,
all his
that was
pants.
the first
Yeah,
goddamn
girl.
the first goddamn series, you see his pee. You have sexual jokes. It's
Yes.
everything, dude.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
Disney,
I
that's
mean,
not going to exist. It's like, oh.
Oolong's
exactly.
character introduction. He wanted to abduct the girl from that town and forcefully make her his wife. Like there's
Yeah.
so much. Yeah, there's a lot
Like,
of things that are like,
yeah,
ooh.
and one of the scenes is that when he finds out that she has a vagina and not a cock, it's just so stupid.
Yeah, he
Oops.
pokes it.
Yeah,
He pokes
yeah,
her there.
pokes it.
Yeah. Exactly. What is that?
And
Yeah,
like one of the
and-
first wishes ever is Oolong wishes for a pair of women's panties, and then he wears them on
Yep.
his head for like a
Yes,
bunch
and he
of
wears them on. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Now, when
That's
she
one word, Master
Like,
Roshi.
that's
Yeah,
the
like,
only
Oh, yeah.
thing you
Yeah,
wanted, really? God.
and when she tries to kill Goku and all that,
Yeah.
as a kid, it's just so
Um,
funny.
Psycho Man 90 says, I'm a big fan of anime, but only seen the essentials, Akira, Cowboy Bebop, Evangelion, etc. But I've never seen Dragon Ball Z, but I've always wanted to.
Start from Dragon
So
Ball.
what's
You got to
the
see
Start from
Goku's
Dragon
entire
Ball.
journey. His
it's
entire
a big
journey.
story.
You
Yeah,
have
and I
to.
also want to say, like, when it comes to the continuity, it's after Dragon Ball Z, it really goes all over the place. So, in my view on it, you can pick and choose what you want to be canon with certain stuff because not everything fits to the canon. And I know
Super
they
GT
said,
and all that stuff. Yeah,
yeah, and I also know a lot of the movies were not considered as canon
I've
to the
heard that.
TV
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
And even Dragon Ball Super was not basically not in the same continuity as
No.
Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. That's why a lot of things were different.
Mm.
But that's okay. But that's how it's always been. You just have to pick and choose what you want to be canon there, and it's all up
And
to you.
enjoy the greatness you're going to
Oh,
watch. So,
Yeah,
enjoy it.
because we do not acknowledge that GT in the.
Oh yes, we do. I love GT.
See,
You love
Yeah, I love
GT?
GT. I love GT. It's
Ah,
one of my favorites,
But I
man.
mean,
Yeah,
it
I
was
like it.
written
I
by
love.
somebody else. It wasn't.
I know, but it
I
was still a good
know.
series. I
I
love a lot of the Dragon Ball
suppose.
stuff, but I
Yeah,
love GT also because I love the new
It
different
had its
directions they did.
moments.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't like
did.
it as overall. I didn't like the whole making Goku a child again. I thought that
No,
was
I
kind
was
of
not the biggest
lame.
fan of that
I
either.
thought the whole like, what do we do with Goku? He's too powerful. Reset him to child again.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
come on. It's like
Yeah,
a
so
sequel to a video game when they're like, okay, you have all these powers. How do we
yeah,
make you level 1 again? And like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
that's my
Exactly.
biggest
power.
issue with Goten and Trunks is that especially Trunks always becoming a child again in a lot of shows and
Mhm.
movies. I'm just like, bro, come on, dude. I love it, but come on,
Is that why
man.
you like GT? Is because Trunks was actually like got to grow up in that series finally?
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
Trunks in that series.
Yeah.
I was not the biggest fan of Goku being a child again, but it had a lot of great stuff too that I really enjoyed. And normally when I watch it, I don't watch the full series anymore because I've seen it so many times and there's so many fillers and stuff that I'm like, whatever on. So I normally watch a fan edit that have removed every filler and stuff like that and
Yes.
focused on the main stories.
Yeah.
But I love GT. I really did. It's not perfect, but I loved a lot of stuff there. But it will never be Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. They are
No.
the best series
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah. Just start from the beginning cycle, man.
Yeah.
Gap After Dark. I have no idea what Dragon Ball Z is, but so a Dragon Ball has a PP? No, not quite.
Not quite.
Basically,
There's-
this kid, essentially, right? Goku, sent to Earth, but he's from another race, right? And he was sent to Earth basically as a baby to essentially, take it
Kill us all.
over. Yeah, to
Yeah,
kill us all, right? But
And
he was found-
he fell and bunked his head, and he had a
Yeah.
change of heart.
exactly.
And
But the
if
odd
you're
thing
gonna-
is he had a tail, and
and-
nobody could figure out why he had a tail, right? But they find
Yeah.
out later on
And
why.
if you are gonna if you're gonna watch Dragon Ball, you can just skip. Basically, in my view, you can just skip Dragon Ball Z Kai because that's just a retelling, basically, of Dragon Ball Z, just more censored, and they have removed so
Yeah.
many things that I thought was stupid because they took away so much character development,
Exactly.
100%.
and it was a little
yeah,
bit more
that pissed
censored.
me off. They
Yeah.
skipped like all of Gohan's like training with
Yeah,
Piccolo
I'm
pretty
just
much.
like,
I
come
like, what?
on.
That was
This
so
is like a huge part of
dumb.
his
It's
character.
this
What are you
build up.
doing?
Even if the
Exactly.
episodes were a little filler here and there, it was building up his character to become the Gohan we
Exactly.
love to this day.
Patamonomy, yeah, his tail always end up messing with someone's skirt. Yeah, exactly. It had him on its own. It was so funny all the time. Let's see. Das Wolfen says, yeah, Master Roshi is an
Ranma.
amateur
I
perv
just love that
next
show,
to
too.
No, he's not a perv, you know. He's just a,
next to
he's a great
boss
guy,
side
you
for
know.
Man and a Half. Oh yeah, man. Vince Womack, yeah. The one few good things about GT was the Dan Dan theme song. Yes, I remember
Good one.
that.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one.
Super
Oh,
Super
so good.
17 was kind of cool. The way he could like absorb
Yeah.
through his
Yeah,
chest, and then
there was it's like I said, it's a lot of great stuff there. Of course, there was a lot of issues, but it's still pretty good with some of the Super Saiyan when they turn to the ape-like, you know, a super. Oh, what's the name of the Super Saiyan again? Number. Oh, it's so long since I've seen it.
Super
When he gets
Saiyan
like
4.
yeah, Super Saiyan
yeah,
4 and stuff like
yeah.
that. So it had a lot of great stuff too. It's just a certain parts that was like, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst show in the world. It's still
True.
good. You know,
No.
fun.
And the other thing about the story is for Cycleman and Gap is that there are these balls, right? These 7 Dragon Balls. That you know they summon a fantastical dragon that'll grant one wish, right? But you got to find all the
At
Dragon
first,
Balls.
eventually they upgrade it, and then they can get like two wishes,
Yeah.
and I think one time is like 3. It's like they
Yeah.
changed the rules, but at first it's 1. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they can when they bring all the Dragon Balls together, then of course it summons the Great Dragon Shinron. That'll grant you basically one. Well, in the beginning, one wish, right? And so after the wish is granted, the Dragon Balls just fly to like different locations all around the earth, right? And you can't get another
They
wish
become
for
rocks
another year.
for a full year.
And one of the other great characters is Mr. Satan. Come on.
Oh, Hercule, yeah. I still find it very strange when like all the people of Earth are like Satan. And I'm like, what is happening here? In this
What?
show?
Yeah.
It's like this is a little weird.
Exactly.
But in light of his passing having occurred several days prior to this public announcement, the studios informed fans that his funeral service has already been held with his family and very relatives. To this end, Bird Studio and Capsule Corp Tokyo. I love that he actually made a corporation.
Capsule Corp.
Capsule Corp. I love it.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Further clarified to the public, following his wishes for tranquility, we respectfully inform you that we would not accept flowers, condolences. Yeah, like what I read before, condolences, gifts, visiting, offering, and others. We also ask you to refrain from conducting interviews with his family, of course, right? Now, however, in acknowledgement of just how much the Dr. Slump mangaka work meant to the world, the message concluded with the assurance that while a future plan for commemorate gathering is not decided, we will let you know when it's confirmed. So there are still plans to carry on, right? In some way or fashion. And this is why I'm hoping that,
they cannot stop his projects,
No.
And we all know he wouldn't let them do that either. That's not his wish. We all know that because he would have let them, I want you to continue. I think that's his wish. That is his wish, Continue my work.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he was planning on doing another story arc to Super and then finishing it. He definitely wanted to do one more Super. And then he had that one where they're all kids again, the Daimo or one that was scheduled to come out soon.
Yeah.
He had a lot of stuff going.
Yeah, I've seen the first episode because that came out at least. So at least.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Where's that on?
Oh, I use other websites.
Okay.
On Minecraft YouTube. On YouTube. YouTube, I do it on Minecraft, okay?
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Now, born in Nagoya, Aichi, Japan in 1955, Toriyama's interest in manga first sparked, according to the mangaka himself, by Osamu Tezuka's seminal Astro Boy. Like what I was talking about earlier. Exactly, right? Because, once you get a big name that makes something big, then obviously that person is going to be like so inspired to carry on that they create the next big thing, like what we were talking about earlier. And though he would spend much of his childhood doodling away, his high school years would see his artistic ambitions take a backseat to his budgeting social life. When the time finally came to graduate, rather than go to college, Toriyama chose to enter the workforce. finding work as a poster designer for an advertising agency. Oh, wow. So I still have hope. The future manga superstar would eventually choose to leave his position after finding that ultimately the corporate life was not the life for him. Wow. So there you go. See, inspired by the creator of Astro Boy.
Exactly.
And, and just that's the thing, right? For all you guys that are listening, whether you're old, whether you're young, whether you're going to be watching this on the rewind later on or something like that, and this is kind of what I'm feeling right now, right? For example, Jack Kirby didn't start really drawing comics like for Marvel until he was like around his mid 40s. Okay. Mid 40s. Now just keep that in mind. Okay. But I mean, of course, he was like doodling and drawing, for years and years and years. I mean, heck, even when he was in like World War II on the front lines, he was drawing, right? And honing his craft. So, you know what? To all of you people out there that think, well, you know what? Maybe I'm just too old.
It's never too late.
Stop it. Don't think that. Just draw, just create, just do anything. Just get those creative juices flowing. That's what you got to do.
I'll say this, you're in that boat right now. And I'm doing it too. We're both older guys. You're following your dream in the artist and the drawing. I'm doing the photography and the film and stuff. We're doing it. It's never too damn old.
Yeah,
and I'll say this out.
Exactly.
I wanted to give up when I was young. I said, you know what? Late 40s, I got to do it now. Follow that dream. And that's what I'm doing. You have to follow it. And this is proof there, like you said.
Life is short. Make the most of it. You have to.
I remember watching Astro Boy, waking up every morning watching Astro Boy, and then later on got into Robotech, and then like you said, Dragon Ball Z came when I was older, but I loved it. So and now you can see the inspirations of such. So it's like wow,
Gab After Dark. I'm only 25. I got the rest of my life. Well,
there you go.
Yeah, you might think so, but start now. That's the thing.
No, 100%. I regret not doing it younger, but you know what? Screw it. My 20s I spent traveling Canada. You know that, Mike. And then and 30s I went to college, did art, different stuff. 40s trying to figure shit out, and now I'm following my dream. Sometimes it's never too late. You just got to go for it.
Exactly. And you know what? Back in the 90s, you just have to follow it, because back in the 90s, eventually I put the pencil down, and I kind of regret doing that now. But now that I'm getting back into it, like, almost a year now getting back into it. And some of you guys might have seen my Twitter posts and stuff like that, whenever I'm doing a test, because I got this guy, Hungry Boy, that is a former Marvel DC artist. And he's taken the time and teaching me up, and the progress that I've made since starting around late April to now, it's very noticeable.
Yeah, I noticed it. I'll back that up. Yeah, 100%.
Don't stop. Just keep doing it. Eventually something will come around, or or if anything, be independent. You don't have to go to, in this day and age, you don't have to go to Marvel. You don't have to go to DC. You don't have to go to Dark Horse or Image or anything like that, because there are tons of artists out there that are producing their own independent work, and not necessarily in comics, but like even in music or something like that. Like, say, I don't know, like Tom McDonald or something like that.
Love Tom.
And or a lot of people are independently making their own shows and movies and stuff like that.
That's that's the plan with my company. That's our plans, to do all independent, and we will never be part of anything else.
Yeah. And there you go. I've actually started painting abstract right now. There you go. Do it. So never stop, because you don't want to end up later on in life saying, oh, I wish I would have done it.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially on your deathbed. You don't want to do that. So, but however, a man.
That was a great picture right there, where Goku goes and that's one of his first like truly badass moments, when he goes and takes on the entire Red Ribbon Army by himself, and just they get their ass beat by a kid. It's so good. All
and
these
not
grown
any
ass
kid, it's Goku.
Yeah.
However, a man cannot live on hopes and dreams alone, and Toriyama soon found himself in desperate need of cash in order to keep supporting himself. Don't we all, especially when we're
Yeah.
independent?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
after a chance of reading Kodansha's weekly shonen magazine at a coffee shop, he decided to solve his money woes by entering into the magazine's then currently ongoing open subscription contest. Because usually every year in Japan at Shonen Jump or Shonen Magazine, they'll have a contest, an open submission contest. And this is
Yep.
generally how they find their new and upcoming manga artists for their
Yep.
show. And if they like their stuff, if they like your stuff, I should say, and you win, well then you got a big deal because they're
Yeah. And it
huge
is
in
worth
Japan.
it, even if you
Let your
don't win,
talent-
but you can always try to apply every time you want to and try your best and never give up and just go there. Okay, I lose. Okay, next time I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna do this better. I'm gonna show them,
100%.
Exactly.
When you had to let your
Unfortunately,
talent do the talking instead of just being
that's
diverse
right.
or something and getting hired
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Show your talent, show
Yep.
how much passion you have for this and a soul for this. You have to show it, work for it. Don't be,
Yeah.
don't sit on Twitter and complain like the Karens do. Don't sit and do that kind of stuff.
No.
It
I
doesn't matter
didn't
what he
win.
looked
Oh my
like.
god. Oh yeah, shit. I didn't get
Unfortunately, he did not complete his submission in time to meet Kodasha's deadline.
That's true.
Ooh, so he missed out on it, Well, the first time at least. So,
First time.
oh man, yeah. I forgot about this collaboration special. So with Toei Animation, with Luffy and Goku and oh god, I'm gonna have to find this again, man. Jeez, but when one door closes, another one opens, and he soon thereafter discovered that weekly Shonen magazine competitor, Switch. Oh god, these Japanese names sometimes are just so hard. Swishisha. Oh. Forgive me. Weekly Shonen Jump held their own such contest every month. So there's something interesting. Though his first submission to his eventual home magazine would be rejected for being a parody of Star Wars rather than original work. After receiving encouragement to continue practicing from the editor who reviewed his work, none other than Kazuko Torishima, thank you, who would eventually serve as his editor on both Dr. Slump and the Kid Goku years of Dragon Ball. Toriyama eventually produced Wonder Island, which, after being deemed acceptable by that magazine, would go on to become his first officially published manga. Yep. Oh man!
Look at that art too, man.
Exactly. I love looking at this early art stuff.
That kind of reminds me of the days when did anybody remember that when you'd have the comics and the magazines that you draw was it the turtle? I used to enter those sometimes, and one I get
you did.
So God, and I used to love it. It was like, what the hell, I used to doodle there, and just the fact that he did that, you're like, oh man, see anybody, you're just gonna believe in it and keep it going.
Cycleman says, I have some ideas, man, but always felt they make a better anime than a movie. I love the art, always wanted to make an anime, but I can't draw in that style. I need a collaborator ASAP.
My friends have done that. We were doing an online comic book. We did the wording. I did the speaking. A couple of us never got drawn, but we were going to draw it more in an anime style. It was like a different thing. So it's just find people that are willing to work with you, and they are out there.
Yeah, there are many people out there who wants to work with you and do all this kind of stuff, So you will. It's just you have to look. You have to try to find the people, and if you vibe and all that kind of stuff, and try to make something together, right? And share your ideas and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Cycleman, what I can tell you, get a hold of me either on X or Facebook or something, and you know what? I got some material that, hopefully might be able to help you then. So, and I can probably more than likely point you in the right direction. So, also, I'm going to suggest if you look on let's just say this: if you look on eBay, and I know that like eBay, okay, sometimes you will find like some good. Get the really good how to draw mangas
Yes,
directly
I
from
remember those.
Japan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Some of they can
not
work.
not the North American ones. Forget the North American.
Yeah. Of
One.
course, you need a
Forget it.
Japanese one and stuff like
Yes.
that.
Get the Japanese one. Now, I know it's going to be like, well, I can't read Japanese. It doesn't matter. Just follow the pictures. Try to follow the pictures, the instructions that way, okay? Because
It's
the
a good way
only
to learn Japanese too.
well,
It's a good way to learn.
that too. But the only way you might as well learn directly from the masters themselves, from that country themselves, because they know what makes it work. Forget getting the North American books. Just get them directly from Japan, if you can.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
And I think some of the PDFs have been translated. I think there's a few from Japan that have been translated. Not many, but I think there's a few.
There's a few, I've seen a few.
Yeah.
And there's one or two from Korea that I would look at as well. So because they got some pretty good artists as well.
Yeah, they do. Actually, they do.
Yeah. So that's what my suggestion would be. Also, I'll try to help you out as best as I can too. So
words of wisdom from the Comic Wave Crusade.
There you go.
There you go.
Now, both Wonder Island and its sequel, Wonder Island 2, were a complete misses with Shonen Jump readership. The mangaka refused to abandon his creative dreams, instead committing himself to finding commercial success. See, and that's a good thing. That's a great thing right there, right? Because first, you have an editor from Shonen Jump that is saying, okay, you know what? Do this and this and this. Try to improve yourself, because apparently they saw something that they knew was working, right?
Thank goodness.
Yep.
Unlike probably like what we've gone over on this channel, where you would have editors like say in Marvel and DC that you don't toe the line there,
you don't have the right pronouns, you're not gonna be here,
exactly totally discouraging people from even trying. That's the thing. But here you got a magazine that is like, okay, work on this and this and this. Or in this case, when he was finally in, and even though these two stories didn't work, they're like, you know what? We're not going to give up on you.
We know there's something there. We know there's something there that you can create for everybody.
Exactly.
You have talent and passion. That's
what I love about it.
Yep.
And as a result of his tendency, 1980 would see Toriyama produce the work that would launch him into manga stardom, Dr. Slump. I gotta find this somewhere. Now, though Toriyama
I can give you some places.
Oh, good. Though Toriyama only intended for Dr. Slump to run a maximum of 6 months, thanks to its runaway success, Weekly Shonen Jump editorial would not allow him to bring it to an end until he delivered them a different series to take its place. Oh, really? Okay. Thus, the adventures of the series' purple-haired android antagonist, Arail, ultimately... Raleigh? Okay, thank you. Ultimately ended up going on for a total of 4 years and 236 chapters. Wow.
There's a great Dragon Ball Super filler episode. It's a crossover with Dr. Slump and Dragon Ball, and Goku fights Arale. It's epic.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah, it's just a little filler episode, but yeah, all the characters from Dr. Slump are in there, and it's nice to see like Akira was like showing his roots and like also where he's at now, the past and the future.
Dust Wolfen, you gotta run. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Dust Wolfen. I really appreciate it. And hey, Dad Man, how's it going, man?
Hey,
nice to see you. Great to see you here. And we also got Any Derivative Jill. How's it going?
Hello.
Nice to see you. So they actually allowed him to do a crossover with Dr. Slump. Well, I shouldn't say allow.
Yeah, they're both his work. But it was cool to see Arale and Vegeta and Vegeta's making all these funny jokes where he's like, she's acting like a character from an early 80s anime. It makes no sense. Everything she does doesn't make sense. It defies everything. And it's like, and they're like, oh, she's from an early work. Just go with it.
Yeah,
don't think too hard about it.
You know what? Here you can kind of see like a pre-Bulma
Mm-hmm.
in a way. That's what I love about this. The earlier works that people hardly see. You can literally see a pre-Bulma. That's what I love about this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes into getting into stuff like this. I love older work.
Yeah.
So, damn, I shouldn't have started with the head. God.
Building a raleigh, yeah.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to look these up. Man,
Yeah,
oh,
and
man.
she's like Goku, where she likes to eat a lot, like he does, like where he
Oh,
eats like
yeah.
ridiculously inhuman amount of food.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she
Oh,
likes that.
see, and you can kind of see that with Naruto. Seeing how
Mhm.
Naruto was influenced by that because it's constantly eating all the time.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Naruto took so much influence from Dragon Ball.
Oh, man.
That's why I
So,
love them both.
so what would Toriyama eventually deliver in 1984 to allow him to bring Dr. Slump to a close? Well, thanks to a suggestion from the aforementioned Torshi. God, I hate it when I have to pronounce names, especially on the cuff. That he combined his loves for both manga and kung fu movies. Toriyama brought God, different Japanese names. A journey to that word that he said, a journey to the West parody that, unbeknownst to them at the time, would someday become one of the most venerated and most profitable series, Dragon Ball. Oh, wow.
It's so unique. It's got dinosaurs and then sci-fi, space travel, and then it's like a mix. It's like a genre mix of like all the
It's a little bit
genres.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and that was the one thing that I didn't mind whatsoever, right? Because it had like monsters and especially dinosaurs, and like at first when I was first introduced to the series, it's like, what the heck is a dinosaur doing here? And it's like I didn't care though because it was just fun. It didn't have to make complete and utter sense. It just had to be fun. Oh man,
And that it was.
oh yeah, big time. I love early works. Jeez.
I can just hear the narrator now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Goku was going back to his house that he lived in the woods, and he lived with his grandpa, Gohan. I can't do the voice, but
notably,
yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Getting into some other great stuff that he did.
Now, notably, he had his hands full with the budgeting adventures of Son Goku in the mid 80s, and still saw Toriyama found the time to lend his services again at the nudging of Torishima to a then upcoming RPG title known as Dragon Quest. There we go. Now we're getting into Dragon Quest. And while the breakout success of the series' first entry would see Toriyama serve as the franchise overall art director from then on out, it would also allow him to see his fellow Dragon Quest creator, Yushi Horii, reach such acclaim that he would eventually be tapped to work with Final Fantasy creator Horonobu Sakaguchi on what remains to this day perhaps one of the most widely lauded video games of all time, Chrono Trigger.
One of the greatest collaborations of all time.
Wow.
Final Fantasy and Akira Toriyama. Like, what?
Oh.
Like, oh my God.
I've never played this. Never did. So good.
It's like it's ahead of its time.
Way ahead of its time. It really is.
Like games today are kind of just getting to like the features and things that this game had 30 years ago. It's insane.
And to some people that haven't, some people don't know this, and I didn't find it later, is in North America, the games are named like on Nintendo was Dragon Warrior. That was, and that I remember playing that when it first came out. It's brilliant, and that's what it's from. So yeah, it just renamed over in the North America. It's Dragon Warrior, but it is from Dragon Quest, and I have a couple other games too. They're just, God, just awesome, and just.
Now, Canadian Spider-Man, who does know a bit of Japanese, his grandfather's name was Gohan. That means supper or dinner or a meal, depending. Yeah, that would explain the constant eating, I guess.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of characters with very vegetable names. You know.
Yeah.
Radish, like
true.
radishes.
Yeah.
Napa, like there's a lot of them. Vegeta, but close to vegetables. Goku. There's a bunch.
I always loved how Majin Buu always looked like bubblegum to me.
Oh, you know that the inspiration for Majin Buu, and think about this, and really, if you don't know this, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo.
Oh,
The first wizard was Bibbidi, and then Bobbidi was the older one, and so Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. He got that shit from freaking Cinderella.
Oh my god, I never caught on to that.
Yep, that's where he got it from. It's trippy.
Man.
He created one of the best villains too. Boo is amazing.
Turns
if you have a PlayStation or like going back, you have the Chrono Trigger, and then you can also get the Final Fantasy Chronicles one, and there's different versions and stuff. Yeah, if you know what you're looking for.
Can we just go back in time, guys?
I know.
Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. See, now it's like 10 past the hour. Hold on here. We'll take a brief commercial break, and then we're gonna continue on with this. So, and seeing how we're talking about, Japan and Toriyama and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Japanese commercial.
Gonna be the cockroach.
I love that one.
The commercials there are they're so creative. They're creative,
they really are.
I know.
So out of the box. I love it.
Nobody is, more creative than them, when it comes to commercials.
Oh God, tell me about it. Yeah, exactly. It is very Japanese because it is. So
I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
They make you want to buy this kind of stuff because of the commercials.
I know, right?
Even if it's a shit candy, it's like, I love this commercial. I need to buy it.
Trust me, you can go down a rabbit hole with Japanese commercials with big stars, Hulk Hogan, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and stuff we've never seen.
Yes.
There's so many.
And they get paid big money too.
But you never see it over here unless now that you do on the internet. But it's like, whoa.
See, and that's the weird thing, right? Because here in North America, it's like, oh my God, commercial. Frank, and you turn to another channel just so you don't have to watch the commercials. But in Japan, it's like, I want to watch these so bad, right?
Exactly.
Oh God, I just love them. Canadian Spider-Man also says, "Yeah, man, I wish I didn't have other obligations. Otherwise, I would love to come on and talk about Japanese cartoons and cartoons." Yeah, exactly.
Cartoons and cartoons. Yeah,
cartoons and cartoons. Anime. It's anime. It's not cartoons.
Yep.
Difference.
That's why I said it that way. Two different things.
But don't worry about it, Spidey. It's all good. So now, of course, all good things must come to an end. After all, that's the entire reason for this article's authoring, isn't it? And after 11 years of making readers wish they could shoot energy from their hands, Toriyama eventually brought Dragon Ball to a close in 1985, and his final page seeing Goku and the reincarnated form of Majin Buu fly off into the sunset to unknown horizons. But then came Dragon Ball Evolution.
Abomination!
Oh my God!
I'm gonna give some context to James Masterson here. He did not like the movie. He was the best part of the movie because he's a great actor, but he felt so fucking bad because of this movie that he actually got a dub role in Dragon Ball Super and stuff like that. He got dub roles.
Oh,
because he's a fan of Dragon Ball. He likes.
I don't
Dragon
blame
Ball.
him. I don't blame him. No, I blame the director and the writer for thinking that would be Goku in high school. Yes, that happened. I remember that specifically. That was a great arc, and that's where he chased Chi-Chi around, which never fucking happened either. And then Mai, who was Emperor Pilaf's assistant, she's gonna work for Piccolo now because why not? And then,
exactly.
God,
this
Cao Young, fat Master Roshi. There's just so much embarrassment in that movie.
this was such an abomination of a movie. It's like,
Yeah.
what the
But if you
fuck?
look at Dragon Ball Super, he plays what's the name of this guy again? Some Musu, or how you pronounce it again? Samasu.
Oh, Zamazu.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh.
He's playing the dubbed version of him. He's the guy who
Zamazu's
does
great.
it.
Zamazu's
And that's
a great
because
villain.
Okay.
yeah, and that was his apology for this movie because he's a fan of this, you know. So he got disappointed too.
Oh.
Yes, I own the movie on DVD just for the fucking meme, and it's just funny to watch sometimes. I will say I rather watch this movie than 90% of what DC and Marvel is doing.
Oh, you got
At
a
least
point.
I can at least laugh at this because it's so stupid.
Dude, I own the
God.
original Spawn film, and we know no better, you know.
How
Oh,
bad?
Hey,
How
you're
bad
not a
Goku
true
looks.
Dragon Ball fan if you
Yeah.
have not played Dragon Ball Evolution, the game.
Oh,
Yes.
there's a game too, Ty. Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
fighting game.
Yeah.
It's been a
No.
fighting
was
game.
so
Oh
bad.
God.
Yeah. Now,
Oh,
produced by
God.
20th Century Fox back in 2009. See,
And now owned by
when
Disney.
my daughter
so they
was
can
born
do
on
this.
top of that too. Oh man, I
Yeah.
feel bad for her now. Toriyama found the live-action adaptation to be so absolutely terrible that,
Mhm.
out of fear that the movie would serve as the defining images for his creation in the minds of millions, he powered up once more to produce the animated Dragon Ball Z Battle of the Gods and Resurrection F cinematic outings. And rather than return to retirement, Toriyama would instead team up with the mangaka Toyotaru to produce an official sequel to Dragon Ball Super, which ostensibly had been working on.
And-
he had been working on until his death.
Yes, and also I want to add some context that Disney also owns Dragon Ball Z Battle Gods, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, Dragon Ball Super Broly, and of course Dragon Ball Evolution. So they do own the rights to do at least some Dragon Ball stuff. Unfortunately,
See, that's the scary thing.
They changed
that
how
is
Saiyan
really
Man looked
scary.
big time.
Yeah,
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 and
it kinda did.
but no, the sad part is that when they also created this movie, they actually got some great actors because the guy who plays Goku and the woman who plays Bulma and stuff, I've seen them in other projects and they are fucking fantastic.
Yeah, Bulma's in
actors.
Shameless. Like,
Yeah, and so is
Oh,
Goku,
what?
the actor of Goku. He's there too.
is he?
He's
Oh,
Huh.
my
Yeah,
God.
he's one of the boyfriends. And he's such a great fucking actor. And it's just like you have so many great actors in this movie who you could have done this justice with these actors, but no. The writers, the people did not know what Dragon Ball is and all that kind of stuff. But
I can name
yeah,
every character easily on there. Easily, I
man.
could name everybody.
But other
Yajirobe
than
on the
that-
left with the mustache.
Yeah,
Korin,
fantastic.
18, Piccolo, Vegeta, Krillin, Trunks.
but no,
Marin,
he's gonna be
Mr.
missed.
Satan. He is
Mr.
gonna be
Satan, yeah.
missed.
Mr. Satan,
He's
Boo,
gonna be missed.
B, the dog, B.
Yeah. That
Popo.
was such a cute dog.
Oh man, when the dog got shot, dude, that was devastating in the show. Like they really played with the heartstrings on that one when the fucking
big
evil
time.
Australian guy. Oh, mate. Majin Buu's killing everybody on the planet. This is our time to kill people freely without any chance of being caught.
Again,
man,
it's
was
not
he
for
wrong?
normal kids. It's not for normal kids. It's really dark.
No, it is, yeah,
But in
Yeah.
Japan, this kind of stuff is normal down there, for kids and grown-ups. So
that's true.
I mean,
Yeah,
I love how the Dragon Ball Z starts. Like Raditz runs into that farmer, and the guy tries to shoot
Yeah.
Raditz with the shotgun. Raditz catches the bullet, flicks the bullet back at him, and basically headshots him with his own bullet with a kills him. And, yeah, they cut away. They don't show the headshot, but like it's implied, like that dude's dead.
yeah, he's dead.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
he's
he's
never
dead.
gonna wake up, man.
Canadian Spider-Man. I have no idea about anime. Lots of short skirts. Well, yes.
A lot of short skirts
I have
and
that fan service.
If you want the short skirts, well, watch High School of the Dead.
He wanted to show women.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because here's a culture that doesn't mind showing the curvy appeal of women. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Oh man, especially like there's a point where Krillin has a girlfriend named Marin, which he also named his daughter that, which is kind of weird. I don't know why 18 let that happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has a girlfriend and she's like constantly in like swimsuits and like they do like shots where she's bouncing her tits and like Roshi's getting all turned on. Oh my god, let me talk to you, man.
but
He's not a creep, he's not a creep these days, in these
nah,
days, people will be like, oh, it's normal, this is normal. So yeah, it's okay.
exactly.
It's normal. It happens.
But
Who doesn't watch those old jazzercise videos when they're in the workout and 1, 2, 3 and they're just
Dude,
legs up
if
in the
if
air.
Exactly.
Mr. Rosh, if Mr. Rosh just identifies they, them, or she, her, everything is fine. He can do this all the time.
Mhm.
Just go to the toilets whenever he wants, even though he has a mustache and everything. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
exactly. Right. It's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah. So you know what, Akira Toriyama, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And hopefully this project will be left in good hands to finish off the story.
Yeah.
So
Finish up the stories and everything he's
properly.
worked on.
Oh God, yeah. Because that's the one thing about Japanese anime and manga is that either way they try to keep it, should something happen to a creator, then at least they will, to the very best of their ability, keep true to the creator's vision to finish it off if they have to.
I
Right?
respect.
Or if they choose
It's
that.
like also in 2021, we also lost the creator of Berserk, the manga and
Yeah.
anime and stuff like that. We also
Yes.
lost him. So,
Yeah.
losing these great people, man.
Yeah.
But that being said, let's get on to the next article. Okay, well, next article. As we are talking about comics and manga and stuff like that, here's something where you have a company that absolutely does not share anything of respecting creators or anything like that. This from Marvel, because as we knew that Sentry eventually was going to be introduced into the Marvel
I heard about
universe.
this.
Yeah,
I heard about this. So stupid.
yes, of Sentry, because it's going to be like Marvel's Superman eventually. Marvel reveals the new woke Sentry, a disabled piece of crap female. So Marvel has once again replaced the original character.
It's disabled at the same time.
Yeah.
Why? It's a person of color and disabled.
And disabled.
Why? Just
Replacing
Marvel,
the original
come on.
character
Disabled.
with
Marvel,
a
come on.
politically correct vision that makes no sense. Yeah.
How mentally
Steve-
challenged are you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I worked with people who are actually mentally challenged. They're not this fucking stupid as you guys. Come on.
They said, let's take everything with the character and change everything. Literally.
Exactly.
Like, what the?
So Sentry is, again, Marvel's answer to Superman. Big buff guy. Oh yeah, and he happens to be white, unfortunately. Because that's problematic.
And blonde.
And blonde. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. But as we know from Marvel, no, we can't have that. So we're going to switch it up as much as humanly possible by creating another Sentry that's disabled and and black and
This is so goddamn
and a woman.
stupid. It's just basically the same thing what they did with Adam Warlock earlier when they now they have like with Eve Warlock in a way who's more perfect than him and stronger than him and all that kind of stuff because he's a man and all that. But no, we're gonna have a female now who's better, stronger, yada yada. It's all the fucking same shit all over again.
Oh God,
this is so dumb.
You know what? And that's the thing. Now that you mentioned that, with Eve Warlock, apparently they're trying to, with the latest Silver Surfer issues that came out like a few months ago, that Ron Lim penciled. They're trying to tie that storyline, like the one that recently came out, and I believe the next storyline, into John Byron's The Last Galactus story. Is what it looks like is going to be happening. So, Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yes, because if you've ever read the Last Galactus story by John Byron, that
Yeah,
that
yeah,
came out
yeah. I
by Epic
remember.
Comics,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And that story was never finished, and everybody was clamoring John Byron to finish the story, and he hasn't yet.
Oh, please don't screw that up. Please
They're
don't.
gonna more than likely they're
No.
gonna screw it up. Yeah, I know. I'm
Why do
sorry to say that.
why do I hear the voice of pop in my head say, "I'm just gonna stand back and just watch it die"?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
God.
And
I'm
Pop,
getting
if you're
pissed.
listening out
Too
there,
bad
then
Sentry
you
can't do
agree.
that.
Exactly. So
It's like when I'm just gonna say they they talked about having Sentry in the movie and stuff like that, and also they wanted the actor for first they talked about the actor from who played Glenn in Walking
Walking
Dead,
Dead.
the Asian
yeah,
the
yeah,
Asian guy. So it's like
Yeah.
so we talked about that back in the day. It's like why do you gonna change the white guy into an Asian guy again? You're gonna change all that again. You're gonna change the
yeah.
story. But now you want to do a disabled black person instead.
Because
No,
Change the sex, the
no.
color, and they can't walk or whatever.
That's right.
Oh,
What the
no.
hell?
Now here's the summary of it. Okay, Marvel introduces a new version of the character Sentry in the comics. The new Sentry is a woman named Mallory who is disabled and a person of color. Now Misty Knight helps Mallory to be the new version. So, and apparently it's supposed to be coming to the
My
MCU
God.
as well, more
Um,
than likely.
That
Now,
would not surprise me, man. Would not surprise me.
no, exactly.
So do they
Now,
call her
Marvel-
Sentry because they leave her behind while everyone else goes on missions, and she Sentry turret, she guards the base?
Yeah.
Does she
probably.
fly while she's in the chair?
Probably.
I have all these
Whee!
abilities, but I can't fix my legs.
No,
I
exactly.
have all the
right?
abilities in the world, but
She better have a
unfortunately, I
flying
can.
one like Professor X. You know?
Yeah, like Xavier
Yeah.
kind of makes sense. He like got shot or whatever, like lost his ability, I guess.
Yeah.
But for
Yeah.
her, she's got like more physical powers, right? So that
Yeah.
really doesn't make
exactly.
any fucking sense.
And aren't we
Yeah.
so far in the comics now that they can fix it somehow?
Well, pretty much. Yeah, you would think so.
Right?
Hers is the
Tony
power
Stark
to-
was able to build this in a cave. He could literally make something for her to be able to
Yeah.
walk. Like
Exactly.
Rhodey's legs didn't work in the movies, and they were able to make War Machine walk around again with like
Yeah,
mechanical
exactly.
Yeah.
RoboCop.
And remember, we have Ironheart, aka everybody knows
Oh,
that
that's
she's based on
right.
a porn
Yeah.
parody from Japan. But it's kind of funny that they chose that name after porn came out. But that's not the case. But again,
Yeah,
you
that's
have
okay.
Ironheart, who's apparently she's a woman of color and she's so much smarter than Tony Stark. Yada yada. Why don't this woman ask her? You're both black people and all
Yeah.
that. Why you help
Yeah,
the
there's so many
fellowship
girl
there, man?
geniuses. You're right. There's
Let's
like
go
a
to
million
Hey,
the ghetto
girl
and help
geniuses.
me.
Yo, Dorbabu, how's it going? Yeah, Marvel develops a new character who is blind, missing an arm, a leg, and is Irish. They decide to call him Lucky Charm. There we go.
They're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Hi,
Why does
that's
everyone
funny.
always laugh when I say that? Freaking Austin
Oh my
Powers.
God.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
You always have to be Lucky Charms.
It's a television
God.
commercial.
Dormammu here gives Marvel a big idea here now,
Yeah.
But you have
exactly.
to remember,
Keep them
also have
afraid
to
of.
make him gay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, Marvel Comics has revealed its new woke Sentry, which follows the completion of the 4-issue Sentry comic book series by Jason Liu and Luigi Zagaria. In that series, the original version, Robert Reynolds, is dead, of course. But per
They
the
killed him off in the
description-
comic.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh man,
because
I haven't read this newer stuff.
No,
I don't
neither have I.
want to.
Nope.
ordinary people around the world are suddenly manifesting his powers and experience snippets of Bob Reynolds' memories.
Oh yeah,
Well-
I heard about the whole thing. I didn't know he was dead, but I heard
Yeah.
about that. I think we talked about it back in the day when they announced a new comic thing, and it was like a lot of different people who basically gets his powers. I never knew why, but if that's the case now, okay, that's okay.
But well, those ordinary people happen to be Farad, Mallory, and Ryan. Ooh, so all the powers
Ooh.
are spread out, and I guess she probably got, I'm thinking, the most of it.
It looks like it.
Oh.
She's the main sentry now, so maybe.
Exactly, right? By our powers combined, we are
Oh my god.
still disabled. So
That should be the fucking trademark, man. That should
Yeah.
be a hoodie with this character with all the powers combined, still disabled.
God.
That would be a good tweet.
Chip, man. Oh my god, it wouldn't it though? But what happens? So in the gist of the story, I guess, is that blonde white dude Ryan ends up killing most of the people who have sentry powers and stealing their powers for himself, of course, because
Oh, so
he's white and
selfish.
blonde, and yeah, exactly, right.
Selfish, bigoted. Probably a Trump
Exactly.
supporter too, you know.
Oh yeah, more than likely. So he can be the last one standing. Oh, of course. Now, blonde white dude Ryan kills most of them.
What is this? Highlander?
Yeah,
That could be only
Yeah,
one
right, is
century.
it Highlander?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
could be only one century.
My God.
Can only be
I am
one.
the Kurgan.
Yeah, exactly. Mallory will be
Exactly.
the Kurgan, right? That'll
Yeah.
put him in place, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Highlander, you'll make me run you over. It's
Oh,
like,
God.
oh God, no.
I put
I'll
you in
give
that
you a good
wheelchair. I
talking
can do
to.
worse.
Exactly.
You do.
I'll give you a good talking to realize the fragility of your male whiteness. Oh God.
We make a funner parody than this story at least.
Oh yeah, of course. So blonde white dude Ryan kills most of them, but in this way happens to stand Misty Knight, Jessica Jones, and Mallory Gibbs as
All
one of a
women.
bunch of sentry ghosts, right? Yeah.
Oh,
because
look
of
at
course-
that.
Oh,
That-
and look at this.
We also have a
Right.
chubby here. We have a
Yes.
chubby black chubby woman.
Yeah, so we got a Lizzo sentry,
Yeah.
and we got
Looks like a
more than
K-pop
likely-
star.
Yep. Yeah, K-pop sentry, and then we got I don't know, like some orange cat-like sentry, and
Yeah, it
And,
looks like he's trying to look like Wolverine.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially with the black and yellow costume.
Will.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, apparently we got, I guess, maybe another dark-haired. Here's the thing, right? They all
Yeah.
have pretty much like dark hair, right?
Yeah.
And you couldn't.
And
you
what's
couldn't,
up
like,
with that
look a little
art,
bit of
man?
variety?
That art is so bad. What's up with the faces?
It looks so plain. Yeah, and the faces look a bit messed up.
And look at
yeah.
the Wolverine
The
wannabe.
faces are
It's like
awful.
I'm not gonna be mean. I know it's a person of color. I don't fucking care. But he looks like a fucking ape with that nose. What the hell
Wait a
have they
minute,
done
wait
to
a
his face?
Look at his waist. Look how small his waist is.
What the?
He's got a waist cincher. Yes.
Yeah, he looks like
Yeah.
one of the apes from that Tim Burton Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Their noses and
Exactly.
Is he like wearing a corset
Caesar.
or something like that? I don't know.
Oh
Jeez.
God, the art is so
Ah.
I'm
terrible.
guessing they both. Yeah. No, I'm not.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wolverine.
You actually did it. You freed us. New
I like the
costumes.
What's
It's
the?
as if you read my mind. I figure we need to dress up for the job properly. Of course, yeah, because
Yeah.
she did it. She's
And what Dormammu said with Wheel was kind of funny.
So this is basically like
Oh, yeah,
Shazam,
yeah.
where he has like the whole family with powers, and they all get costumes. And
Wolverine is best at what he does.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
And it's like that Doctor Who episode, like the wheelchair has like shoots rockets, and it's got like
Oh
jetpacks.
God, yeah.
And it can shoot like an oil slick behind it, take out the pursuers. It drops tacks.
It needs to be rocket powered on top
My
of that.
utility chair.
Marvel needs to go full nozzle. Yeah, they make Black Widow black. Yeah, might as well at this point, right? So, oh my God, yeah, because she's all the sentries, like she's all the Jedi. So, oh dear God.
Oh God,
So,
don't remind me of that. Come
Yeah,
on, man. Why do you do this with me? Why am I here?
I don't know because
Is this how my co-hosts feels on my show? God damn, I feel me now.
come on, you're supposed to be like full blown on Viking here. Tough it out, man.
yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
I need a Sith dagger. The only way to find my way out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
That's telling me how to go. If I stand in this right spot.
But Ryan is a super fan and Mallory is more heroic. Of course she is. Now, according to comicbook.com, which is, one of the people that have if you remember, part of the Whisper Network in there. So, you know what? Ryan believes himself to be a Sentry superfan, but he's obviously going about it the wrong way. Of course he is. The site also adds, you can already tell Mallory is more heroic than Ryan when she takes the time from their battle to try to save civilians, of course, right?
Okay,
Because,
yeah,
Ryan wouldn't do that. No.
He's like
Only-
Homelander. He's like encouraging people to die.
Exactly. Yeah, that's pretty
Jump,
much it.
do
Yeah,
it.
maybe. Maybe they got some inspirations from Homelander here. Sounds
Yeah.
like it.
This is white privilege. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come on, it's white
exactly.
privilege.
Yeah. So apparently, what happens is that somehow Mallory gets into Ryan's head, where the ghosts of the other sentries, together with
What the
Mallory,
fuck?
they tag team Ryan. No,
They
and not
tag
Mallory.
team him. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
But
While
not in that
she's in
way.
the wheelchair, they're tag teaming
That's
him.
how she got in the wheelchair. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
She got
Oh,
Tag
God,
team,
touching that
Dr.
one.
I'm gonna
Dre.
give it to you so good you're gonna be wheelchair bound. I don't believe you. And then here it
and then
is.
it happens. Shit.
Boom! There it is.
Should have
I guess it's
listened.
Told ya. Told
Should
ya.
have listened.
But oh my god, really? Like, usually you would think that superpowers kind of, also kind of kind of help you get out of disabilities and stuff like that. Usually it kind of works, but I guess maybe not in this new Marvel universe whatsoever, I don't know.
That was
Except
the
for
thing.
Professor X.
That was the one thing I kind of liked about Avatar and like the Jake Sully characters. Like he was wheelchair bound, and like
Yeah.
he wanted to. In like when he was in the Avatar, he was a super version of himself. He could run and he could jump. He could do all the things with his legs that he wanted to do when he wasn't super. And like
Yes.
this, it's like you're still super even though you're in your chair, and it's like you're kind of giving the wrong message here.
Dormammu, Crutch Devil is the hero of Hell's bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
New slogan: my Spidey disability feels a little something. Something's tingling.
But yeah, they did that in the comics too with
bad.
some new spider characters. You have like a lesbian woman who's
Oh,
crouches and
God.
everything, and she uses
Yeah.
when she does the web thing, it's from her, her crouch stuff. She uses her. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
lovely.
Power Wheels is still a trademarked thing. Sorry, Marvel.
If they have the money, they would probably buy that trademark.
Oh, they probably would. Oh my God, yes. But Mallory is the Marvel's new sentry. Of course she is, right?
Yeah.
The ghosts help Mallory defeat Ryan, where Mallory gets
course.
all their powers, and Mallory's the new sentry. Of course she is. However, Mallory happens to feel guilty about all the people that got killed. So even though she didn't kill them, she decides to turn herself over to Misty Knight and the Aberrant Crimes Division. Well, as a fellow disabled hero, Misty Knight apparently agrees not to arrest or charge Mallory, but to train Mallory as the new sentry. Oh my God.
My fellow disabled hero, we are both disabled because I'm missing an arm.
In the end, Mallory decides to ditch the sentry name and go with Solaris. Oh God.
Oh God.
The sentry will be appearing in MCU's Thunderbolts, played by Lewis Pullman, who happens to be said to be getting killed off at the end of the movie. Oh God, of course.
So why didn't they just make a character named Solaris and not even bother with Sentry? They had to really kill the other Sentry character. What? No, why?
Yeah. 10 out of 10 writing. Support this. If you don't buy this comic, you don't support the people of color or people in wheelchairs and disabled.
You go through all this to gain the Sentry name, and then she doesn't even want it. She's gonna be Solaris now. Like, what were you? Why?
So what's the whole point of the dumb story?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right?
It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
Well, think about it. And we're not insulting people with disabilities at all here. No. We're in a society that people actually purposely disable themselves because it's mental health, and we cater to that. Like, no, they need help, and now we're saying this is that, and it's never.
And this whole belief that bad guys can't be in a wheelchair is bullshit. Like, did you guys ever see Unbreakable or Mr. Glass? Samuel L. Jackson was an asshole.
Yeah.
He was
He was a good villain in his ways.
Dormammu, Doctor Strange, Amputee Supreme. Yeah, exactly.
It's like you can make good characters who are disabled, but you don't do it this way.
No, that would kind of work because Doctor Strange trades his hands out to be able to use magic, so it could be like that with her. And she can't use her legs, but that's how she's able to use her powers, kind of thing.
But you know what?
Like a trade-off.
Because remember what Doctor Who is doing to Davros, right? He can't be in a wheelchair anymore. No. Because that makes people in wheelchairs look bad. So because remember this whole little what was it, Red Nose event that the BBC always puts on, right? And they did this little short Doctor Who stint, right? Where friggin' David Tennant's Doctor, goes back on Skaro again, to like the creation of the Daleks, and but Davros is like not in his wheelchair, right? And they just don't want to make people with disabilities look evil, because this is 2023, 2024 now, right? So everybody has to be heroic, even if they have a disability. It's like
only one character can be evil. That's
stupid.
I really love the fucking
exactly.
comments here, especially with the Dormammu here. He's still going off. So good.
Yeah. Marvel's new superhero will have the power to create disabled parking spaces for cars.
Truly heroic.
That I would love to see that. Come on, Marvel! I challenge you to do that.
Oh God, yes. Anybody that's parked in the disabled parking lot. Oh my God.
This building doesn't have ramps. Hold on. I'll get on this immediately.
I get on his
top priority.
Oh
there's like a big battle of supervillains. No, the ramp thing, then the supervillains.
Yeah, exactly. Priorities.
Oh
God.
God.
This is so retarded.
It really is retarded, man, dude.
Install this ramp. Waiting.
I wish they could. I wish they could go back to good old writing, good old stories, man.
Zack Snyder, I guess, didn't get the memo because in was it Justice League where he had Lex Luthor put a bomb in that one guy's wheelchair and then blow him up with kill all the people. Batman versus Superman, I think. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Put that guy in a brand new wheelchair, spiffy new wheelchair, but he rigged it up with explosives.
Yeah,
it was so funny.
How dare you do that to a disabled person?
Oh God,
it's a fake disabled person. Calm down. It's not real.
Yeah, remember when Chuck Xavier's greatest armor was a tartan blanket? Exactly. Blanket over his legs. That's all he had. Just a wheelchair and a blanket, and that's it. And just telling the X-Men what to do and how to do it. Right? Oh my God.
God bless him.
It does.
I wish I had alcohol right now.
I did too.
I thank goodness for that candy. Oh God.
Exactly.
Yeah, see there. Yeah, sorry, it's clearly the gin.
It's clearly the gin. Exactly.
Why couldn't they just do like the Batman Beyond thing? Have the old original Sentry be like a mentor and like teach her how to do it instead of destroying him as a character.
Exactly.
I don't understand that. Like, why do you have to tear one thing down to bring up another? Like,
and what he is really.
Yeah, this has been going on with all this shit. Like, destroying other characters to make a way for this character, and it's like you ruined it on the entry of this character because of how you introduced them.
Yeah, 100%.
And then they don't even want the fucking name. I'm
I'm not gonna be Sentry.
I'm changing the name. Like, so you're not even keeping the fucking Sentry name. What was the point? Oh my God.
Because that was a name held by a white blonde man. I gotta be different.
But he's Marvel's one of Marvel's powerful characters. Like, what the hell? Like,
that just blows my mind. The name change thing was like the final nail in the coffin. Like, really? You fought for this character to be that name.
And this is the Spider Woman. They did the lesbian chick who's disabled too in a wheelchair.
Oh,
this is how. Yep.
I couldn't tell until I saw that the color on that.
Yeah, you see it right.
Thank God they put that there. I was not sure, but
yeah, this is what also they did the same thing here.
Know that.
And look at this.
What the hell?
It looks bad. It looks so weird.
It does. You're using crutches as like spider.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
How the fuck are you fighting villains?
I thought it was like I tried to be like, okay, they're like long tonfas. No, those are fucking crutches. Oh God.
And does her legs sway like weird when she's swinging?
Yeah.
I want to play her as a character in the game.
I will give them one thing. She's actually ginger at least. We don't see that often.
We got that. No, that's true. So, but go back. If all the actors have the same disabilities, can play that kind of characters, makes me think we don't see a Helen Keller movie anytime soon. No, exactly. And you never will.
Oh God.
No. because that would be
Oh,
actually
God.
awesome to see that. But yeah, oh,
Every
God,
time they do
this-
casting calls, they line up at the wrong place. I don't know why.
Okay, so her name is Sun Spider.
Oh boy.
Spin Spider.
Sun.
Oh my God.
Like
oh,
the sun.
Spider. Oh God. They're just getting horrible with names now. Jeez. And that was the one thing
And
about
her-
this woman. If she's supposed to be disabled, how can she be standing up?
Yeah, how can she
I was
fight?
questioning that
Yeah.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
And her real name, so the Sun Spider's real name is Charlotte Weber.
God.
Oh,
Weber,
God.
like Web.
Wow.
They're so
Kill me
geniuses.
now.
The sunspot. They were just looking at the window. Oh, it's sunny. Oh, there you go. You know,
Yeah, it's a sunny
Yeah, exactly.
spider. Okay.
That's
you know,
just
Charlotte
lazy
Webb.
writing.
He had his book. Oh, Charlotte. Oh, what? That's easy. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. To
They
you
don't know
writers out there for Marvel, holy
Pardon my
crap,
French, but you're an asshole.
you know, it's just fuck. Anyway, yeah, and the wheelchair strapped to her back. Yeah,
That
exactly.
would be funny.
That's-
I want to
that
see
would be
that. She's flying a
hilarious.
big wheelchair
Yeah,
dragging her.
yeah.
It's like
Oh,
just
my
swaying
God.
as she's flying.
Yeah, Dormammu, Helen Keller, the movie would be very dark. Only DC could pull that off. Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Her transportation wheelchair.
exactly. I got places to go, people to do. Yeah,
People to do?
yeah, exactly. Places to go,
You
people to
wish.
do. Yeah, that's what they be thinking. Jeez. Oh my God. Oh,
This
crap.
is why this
But-
is why I like to read old comics.
Yep.
Exactly. We didn't have any of this
E-
bullshit. Jeez.
Even
None
if
of it.
not old comics are good, but at least it's something there, and it's not the stupid agenda and all this bullshit.
That's
We
true.
could at that time we could just say it was bad.
Yeah. Vince Womack, yeah. Spider Wheels did have her wheelchair on her back. Oh God, really?
Spider wheels. Spider.
Spider wheels.
Watch
Wait
out.
a minute.
Here comes some
Wait.
stairs. Oh no.
Wait a minute. You know what? What was it? Peter Parker had was it like one of the old cartoons? He had like a Spider-Man dune buggy. I think it was one of the toys.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
maybe they took inspiration from that and said it's like, okay, instead of a dune buggy, it's gonna be a wheelchair.
Gosh, did they show that in Across the Spider Verse? I feel like I just seen that
I think
recently.
they did, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Across the Spider Verse had all kinds of crazy, wacky
Oh gosh, I had everything.
spider stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Story,
exactly.
Good
Oh,
movie
my
though.
God.
I liked it.
Oh, 100%.
It was pretty good, yeah. I had no complaints. So
I
And the
think
fact that
my
they
biggest
meshed
problem with
in
that movie is
Spider-Verse-
that it's one big cliffhanger for the next movie.
The next
Yeah.
one.
Oh, I hated it.
Like, it doesn't have an ending
Started.
technically. Yeah.
you didn't
I
like
hated
it?
it. No, I hate. I don't like any of them. I think the first one was okay, but no, the second one was so fucking retarded. Hated it.
I don't mind Miles.
Dormammu, new Thor uses a hammer like an actual cane instead of a fake
Shush!
one.
Don't give him.
Oh my god.
Well, in the comics, the hammer is a female soul in it. There's like a female
Right.
soul in
Yeah.
it. Yes, in the comic, yeah, that's what they did. And yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty weird and stupid now. So yeah.
Exactly.
And remember, Thor is a mantle. It's a mantle now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Angela
Yeah.
is
You
his
see old
sister.
man-
Bring her in. Enough said.
Old man Thor, get off my enchanted rainbow bridge.
And yes, Canadian
Ah.
Spider-Man, Charlotte Weber. Yes, that's her character. That's the name of the disabled Spider-Woman thing.
Yep. That's right. Doesn't get any
Like-
better than that, does it?
Very
Yay.
original.
My
Oh, yeah.
nerds.
Yeah.
Definitely not from Charlotte's Web at all.
No. Of
Nothing
course
to do
not.
with that. Totally original name.
Oh yeah. Well, that being said, before we end the show, what we do on Fridays is we take a little cartoon at the end. So we'll do cartoon time now. Before we sign off
Finally something good. It's finally
for
something
another
good.
week. Exactly. So to everybody out there, enjoy. Yeah,
Why
there
can't
we
that be a
go.
series? I love that.
Oh
I didn't like
god,
when
oh
I didn't like
god,
when
man.
Crypto killed the cat. That part
Yeah,
triggered me a little bit.
exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Poor Lex.
I just don't like anything where like cats get killed or dogs or like any animals.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
the
know.
same. Yeah,
Even if it's
I'm
a
the
cartoon,
same. I
but it was
get that.
it was still pretty good. It was still pretty funny and like
That cat had it coming.
the Lois Lane slapping him and breaking her hand. That was pretty good.
But hey, she won a real man, Lobo. Come on.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Superman comes out wearing Batman underwear. That was a little weird.
Oh, that was
Oh, that's a close
funny.
friendship. You got your face on my crotch.
That's
a little
what you
weird.
call a close friendship. Don't
Yeah.
give DC IDs, okay?
No, exactly. Dormammu, yeah. Lex says, alopecia, keep his name out of your mouth.
Oh man, yeah. Will Smith
Exactly. Yeah,
coming for you.
freaking Lobo. Exactly. Because
Yeah.
he's the man.
He's the man. He's gonna have a great time with her instead, you know. Yeah.
Oh,
And then-
big time.
And then Lobo the Duck jumps in and
Oh god. God.
It has to happen.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, YouTube Gap, have a great one. Have a good
Peace.
weekend, Gap. Let's see. So before we sign up, or sign off, I should sign up. Jeez, I don't even know what I'm talking
Sign
about
up to
anymore.
what?
In the Navy. No, what?
Exactly.
John Cena's.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Jason, you got anything that you want to plug, dude?
Well, of course, you can find me on 540 Studio. So this week, of course, we will have the Fivecast and the Beyond Show. And I'm working, I'm talking with a band that I'm not going to release a name yet on, but I'm talking with a band that are kind of big. They have been on tour with Avenged Sevenfold and other bands and stuff like that.
Oh,
So I'm in the talks on getting them on the show and talk about music and stuff like that. So that is the plan so far. And I just want to say thank you for having me on. It's always fun. I'm happy to be a part of it. And
no
just
problem.
remember, people out there, life's too short. Make the most of it. And no matter what happens in your life, never give up. Follow your dreams, no matter what. Akira did that. He never gave up. And he actually listened to something that I always think is important, and that's some criticism.
Yep.
It's really important. And he took that with
Right.
him, and see what happened. He created one of the biggest things in the world.
Yep.
So never give up. And thank you, everybody.
Exactly. You got to remember that his first submission was, I don't want to say it was a failure, but it was rejected. But
Yeah.
you know, he took the criticism that the
Yep.
editor gave back to him, and he worked on it some more. And then, hey, one thing led to another, and next thing you know, you got this worldwide phenomenon known as Dragon Ball. So,
Which is
Now
affecting
Dragon
pretty
Ball.
much all of us. It's like,
Here comes a Dragon Ball, baby.
yeah. Tom, the geeky classic leftist Tom.
No, I'm just to jump in on that little part. It's exactly don't give up. I mean, look, like I said, 5 times no grants this year so far, turned away. But you know what? I'm not giving up. I'm going to find other venues to get my equipment and stuff. So not giving up, never give up. And then, yeah. So me, well, you, like I said, episode 2 was hoping to get it up with Jessica, but as you can hear, my voice is a little off. I'll see how it feels tomorrow. I think I was okay tonight, so it's still rusty. But yeah, because I want that show to be good. We're going to do something just asking random questions, and then I'm working on mine, but I'm still waiting for the card to WrestleMania to be finalized. It's still up in the air, some of it. So So once it's finalized, then I'm going to do a review show, a prediction show. So that'll be the Geeky Classic, and then from there I got to work on other stuff. But yeah,
Yep.
Sweet. And Appion. What you
Yeah.
got going on?
Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Godzilla versus Kong, and then I'm going to go see that in theaters when the new one comes out. So that'll be good. I haven't gone to the theaters in a while. And then Sunday we're going to watch. Me and Padawannabe are going to continue our watch parties of X-Men the animated series. And we're on like
hell yeah, baby.
Yeah.
second season, like halfway or something like that. So we're pushing right along. And then Tuesday we're doing a Tropic Thunder watch party on the channel. So if you want to come through and have some laughs, I'm gonna put the director's cut, the extended,
even
version,
better. It's so
and
good.
we're gonna have some good laughs to a amazing comedy movie that could not get made today because
Yep.
Awesome.
people are sensitive.
How much we want a sequel, it will not happen, guys.
Oh, dude.
I know.
Who left us
Democracy,
been joking?
what I learned from Dragon Ball is if you dye your hair blonde and yell really loud, people pay attention to you. Dream your dreams.
Exactly.
It worked on my mom growing up, so I mean,
I've
I'm just kidding.
been there,
No,
done that when I was young in a challenge.
One thing I want to mention to all of you guys that are still in the chat, if you guys are heading over to Doomcock's channel, which I imagine is probably starting up right about now, if you're going to go over there, tell him it's a Comic Relief Crusader raid. So
there you go.
And make the
That's what you
floaties
do.
ready.
let him know that hey, we just ended and you guys are going to go over. If you happen to be going over to Doomcock's channel, tell him it's a Comic Relief Crusader raid. So, and Joe's Atmosphere just showed up. Yeah, what the hell is going on out there? So,
Never know.
we're just finishing the show, dude. So, but you can catch it on the rewind. So yeah, you know what? If you guys can do that, yeah, tell him it's a Comic Relief Crusader raid over at Doomcock's channel. So you just found this. Oh, well then there you go. You found me. So but guys, yeah, next Tuesday, it probably might be at the same time as this past Tuesday. I'm not 100% sure. I'm still trying to work out a few little things on my end. Yeah, you know what? And I was going to mention that too, Vince. Comic Shop Talk with Nick Weiser starting soon too. Yeah. Well, or if you happen to go over to 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, then hey, tell them it's a Comic Relief Crusader rated there as well. So
there you go.
I just
spread the word.
You see, I just
and do it in Viking style. You know, go full in.
Yell it out. It's a raid from the Comic Relief Crusader. So,
yep.
But yeah, that being said, yeah, I'm still trying to work things out on my end. Work the other place. There being a bunch of dicks. So let's just put it that way. And Spider-Man, yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, stay tuned. I will announce when the next Titillating Tuesday is. Maybe tomorrow I'll go live. I'm not exactly sure. I'm working things out with another friend of mine, and might be doing something for a fun Saturday kind of thing. So, yes.
Baby, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, let's just say Bill Cosby might be involved. So.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly. So,
I do not endorse it. No,
but I'm just gonna leave it at that. So
yeah.
So to everybody in the chat, thank you for showing up today. Have a really, really awesome weekend, and hopefully we will see you on Tuesday, depending what time it is. So pay attention on Facebook, pay attention on X, or anywhere else that you might be able to see me. And from everyone here on this panel to all of you guys in the chat, thanks for joining, and we will talk to you guys soon. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.